Hey guys, welcome back to the Outdoor Navigator. As you can see, we've navigated outside today and it's cold, and that's how it's been for a while. So the Outdoor Navigator has been navigating indoors. Today I'm going to introduce you to my kayak cart. It serves multiple purposes, and there's a secret behind the whole thing, and I'm going to show it to you, and then I'm going to tell you the secret. So stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to the Outdoor Navigator. It's good to see you again. As you can see, we're navigating outside. We've been doing a lot of indoor navigating here lately, but I wanted to get out and walk around a little bit. The sun came out. So today, I'm going to be talking kayak carts, okay? And telling you why they're so good. Alright, I used to have my kayak sitting on a couple sawhorses. Okay, and what made that bad was, and maybe you have the same problem, every time I went to do something in my garage, I'd have to take it off the sawhorses, move it around. Anytime my wife wanted to do something in there, she'd move your boat, you know, had to go through that. So anyway, I was like, man, I got to come up with a better way of doing this. And you know, the other problem was is whenever I went fishing, I couldn't keep my boat loaded. So I'd have to unload everything when I got back every time. And then whenever I went fishing, I'd have to load everything in the truck, load my boat in the back of the truck. And then when I got to the ramp, I'd have to go through that whole ordeal. So I was like, man, there's got to be a better way to do this. And you know what? There was. And I found it. And I'm going to share it with you today. So I'm going to show you my kayak. I'm going to tell you my kayak cart. I'm going to tell you why it's so good, and then I'm going to tell you the secret of how I got it, so, or how I built it, or I don't know, we'll find out. So guys, stand by, and oh yeah, if you haven't subscribed, I'd like to encourage you to, because we're going to have a lot of good content on this channel. I'm going to do some DIYs, I'm going to get out and hike, I'm going to get out and camp, I'm going to get out and fish, and I'm going to give you a lot of good information. So you'll want to stop by, subscribe, you want to hit that bell so you can get notifications, and I look forward to seeing you every week. Chill out here for a second, and we'll check out this cart. Alright guys, so here it is, my kayak sitting on my cart. Okay, what's good about this is everything's on there, you know, on the cart. I've got all my stuff stored in one spot. In the summertime, I usually put everything and just keep it in the boat. So that's what makes it so good, because everything's here. I mean, guys, you know, the biggest problem I used to have was I'd get ready to go and it was such a hassle, like trying to find all my tackle, get my boat loaded up. I mean, it was a pain in the butt. And sometimes it would keep me from going. I would just be like, I don't want to mess with that. Well, you know, I wanted to simplify things, make it easier. And that's what I hope I can maybe help you all with. Make things easier so y'all can get out on the lake, get outside and do stuff. So, in the summertime, spring, summer, early fall, when I fish a lot, I usually keep everything loaded on my boat, okay? As far as, you know, this is sitting down here on this wood, you know, you would think, what about flat spot in the bottom of your boat? Well, I haven't had any problems, but what I do, you know those foam pads that you take camping, the cheap ones? I got about 3 of those, and I just put them underneath my boat, okay? And from time to time, I'll move them around, you know, just to make sure I'm not getting no flat spots. But I've never had any problems. I've had this boat too, you know, for a while, and no issues. I mean, everything's looking good, so I'm just going to keep rolling with that. As far as storage down here on the bottom, okay, as you can see here, I put these little hooks on here, okay, and what they are is just, you know, cheap hooks you can get from the store. I just screwed them into the wood there, and I can store my PFDs on there, okay, so that makes that real cool. All right, underneath here, if you look, all right, I got everything stored. Okay, I've got my propelled drive. I've got some seats that are from my other boat. I just keep them under there too. I've got room for my tackle. All right, I've got all my plastics in these back in the back. I got my crate. So, you know, I can keep everything in one spot. That way when I get ready to go, I don't have to look for things. And I don't get to the lake and be like, man, dang it, I forgot this or I forgot that. And there's a lot more room under here. So I can go to Cabela's and buy a whole bunch more stuff. Shh, don't tell the old lady, because if she heard that, she'd be mad. All right, guys, so I'm going to give you one of the coolest things about this cart, okay? And it's your ability to load and unload your boat into your vehicle without having to take all your fishing gear off. I used to have to take off my paddles. I used to have to take my fishing tackle. Used to have to take my propelled drive. I had to load it in my truck. Then when I got to the lake, I'd take my boat out. Then I'd have to get all my gear out, and then I'd put it all in there. And I mean, it was just a pain in the you-know-what. So I don't have to do that anymore. I can keep it loaded, and it's real simple going onto my boat. Now, these wheels down here, if you look at them, that's the bigger wheels. That's the 5-inch caster wheels, okay? You don't want to get the smaller ones, okay? The smaller ones, like here in my garage, there's a little transition. If I had the smaller wheels, it would hang up on that. The bigger wheels, these rubber wheels, they just roll right over. And I've got links in the description of the wheels that I got. Another cool feature is they've got a lock on them. I don't know if y'all can see that, but like right now, I'm sitting on a hill. I can unlock them, or I can lock them back down. That way my cart don't roll off when I don't want it to. But anyway, I'll show you how easy it is to load. So it's built to the exact same height as the bed of my truck. That's the key. So I'll just wheel it right down here. All right. It's going to stop. It's going to come back here. Push my boat in. And then I pull that off. I mean, that easy, guys. It's that easy. Pushing it back in, it's just as easy. When I get ready to load it back in, I just push it back up to my truck. I pull it back up on the cart. Then I just wheel it back in the garage. Pow! I mean, that was awesome. That was easy. And man, I didn't break my back doing it like I used to. So, got to get one of these carts. Guys, if you don't have a cart and you got room in your garage for one, I suggest that you get one. Now, you may say, well, how do I build it? Well, here's the secret, okay? Drum roll. The secret is I didn't build this. I bought it, okay? I didn't buy it all together. What I did is I watched some videos on YouTube, okay? And if you look up in the card, I'm going to post the video I looked at, okay? This guy built one, and I looked at it, and I was like, man, that's exactly what I want. So I knew what it looked like. Well, one day I was on Facebook Marketplace, and newly listed workbench, okay? Wood workbench. Here's a picture of it. All right, so I looked at that workbench, and I was like, that looks just like the cart that I want to build. And 25 bucks? I mean, how cheap can you get? Because at the time, lumber, I mean, was, you know, it was off the chain, man. I mean, it was so expensive. I was like, I'm not doing that. I've told you before, the Outdoor Navigator's cheap. So I wasn't going to go out there and buy all that wood. And plus, it saved me all that time building it. So, you know, what better? I texted the guy and I said, hey, I'll come over and pick it up. So 25 bucks, about a 5-minute drive. Came back to the house, I unloaded it. All I had to do was a couple modifications, okay? I put those hooks on, I moved some of the wood around, I put that shelf on the bottom, okay? I finished it off, and that was about it. I think some of the boards that I moved, I had to buy some 2x4s, and I did some rework on the bottom, and then I went and bought those caster wheels, okay? And in the description, you'll see a link to those. You want to get the bigger ones. Okay, you'll be sorry. That's what the guy told me on that video. You'll be sorry if you go with the little ones. Get the bigger ones. That way it won't roll off on you. Well, we're coming to a close again. I want to thank you guys for stopping by today and checking this out. Hopefully maybe it can help you out. That's what I want to do. I want to get you outdoors doing cool stuff, not sitting on that couch watching me, although I appreciate it. And speaking of that, if you like my videos, hey, go ahead and hit like. I want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and hit that bell. That way when I get new content, you'll get notified, because I've got a lot of content coming up. Okay, I'm going to be hiking, I'm going to be camping, I'm going to be fishing, I'm going to be kayaking. I'm going to go all over the place this year. You know, that's what's been so great about doing this channel, is it's getting me outdoors where I want to be. So guys, navigate yourself outside, and I hope to see you walking in the trees or on the water catching a breeze. We'll see you in the next episode. Y'all be good. Peace.